All right, people, welcome back. Today, again, the 13th of September, our second little talk. This is kind of crazy. Um, it's really interesting. Huh, interesting. We talked about Biden, okay, and Trump. You know what Trump is? Trump is the guy that I didn't help yet, or you should have been able to. Well, you've helped people. You had something, and you can see they're a little stuck, and you're going to help them. They have people around them, yeah, that help with this, help with that. Some more, some less, some this or that, and some make mistakes, and most of them mean well, they just don't have the right data. You see this. You've seen it from time to time, the differences between them. Okay, but Trump is somebody. I'm going to use him for an example. I noticed that before the election, you know, the campaigns and all, somebody posted to YouTube saying, watch these videos, earlier talks with Trump, and you'll see why he'll be elected president. Yeah, I mean, people change through time. He became loaded down more with, you know, God knows what junk. You know, like Rudy Giuliani, way back. Remember the America's Mayor on the cover of Time magazine after 9/11, and I knew him a little, you know, and he kind of, you know, loaded up on some junk, or like somebody being hired as a stockbroker, but as time goes on, they kind of fudge a little bit because they have car payments or house payment. You know what I mean? I'm just saying people's conditions change, and you can fix that. You roll back to the basic, which is always truth, right? And the things later are lies. You get back to the truth, and the lies blow. Oh my God! The guy that wrote the Green Book, I got that from there. Yeah, I just showed you how the mechanism to get rid of it. The things that each of us carry, these layers that aren't gone yet, and they drag us down. Sorry about the itch. We're wearing this mask, I told you, fashionably. It's fashionable with COVID, which is not why we're wearing this. So, what is Trump? He's the guy that you, me, we, they, us, we didn't handle, or your child, your daughter, you know, your son. We didn't get together and figure a way to kind of get the guy going and back in line in a proper direction, you know? Yeah, it's the same thing. Trump is just someone in the limelight that you knew a lot about. And again, he grew from back then to see those videos to not like that. You know, he changed a little. Okay, I'm telling you, you'll like the videos. No matter, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I used to be a Republican for 112 trillion years, and then for a long time. No, I'm independent, so I can be honest with me and then with you. Yeah, I like them all for the good stuff they're doing, but you're so right, my God, that the stuff that some of them are doing that isn't good, there has to be a repair. So Biden is an interesting guy, okay? Here it is. Biden, you know, pivot, the new term today is pivot, P-I-V-O-T, to change for it. Biden pivots correctly, yeah. And why is Scientology a factor in things in Washington? Oh, it has been actually for a time. Obviously not enough. You know, see, I'm fair. Hey, I have no bias. Why is it a factor there and in your life? Fortunately, you're going to find out. So we told you before, and I'm telling you now, I know we kind of bunch it up sometimes or tell little bits as we go around the bases and not complete each part as we hit that. Oh, I'm aware of it because I guess I'm doing it, but, and again, the excuses were just a volunteer. But I didn't know the things I'm telling you about up until a while ago. I didn't know these things. I didn't have the layers of life gone. I was like you. In fact, not being nice, but frankly, I noticed, I knew all of you, the ones I knew, and you're kind of a little further ahead than I was in certain areas of life of awareness. Oh yeah, God, that's for sure. Yeah, and you, as you well know, you're a little ahead of in awareness of some others, and you might think others might have a little edge on you, whatever. I was you, and to be on the other side of it, it's a nothing burger. It's a joke. It's the biggest lie of crap you've ever seen. Oh, no, it's not light or a joke until gone. But when gone, it's nuts. You're not going to believe it. But only you'll know you're out of it and then handling things, rather than messed up inside it like others and trying to handle things. That's all. Yeah. Only you'll know. Well, others can tell a little. And when I say you'll know, I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again. You ever had those moments where you just crack up, you're just relieved, my God, it's over, oh jeez, it's all right. We missed that car crash by, oh my God, we're relieved, right? Oh man, gotta have a drink, or go take a walk, right? When you find out some of this stuff, not be told or asked to believe, find out, get rid of your junk. It's not mine, it's yours. All this work this guy did that wrote the Green Book. Oh, Hubbard, yeah. All this work he did, see it? Right there, wow, right? One for him, he's all set. It's for you, out of his pocket. Oh, sure, a small percent will be crappy. Al Einstein, not a bad guy. 2 and 2 is 4 and all that, right? He said a couple of really other helpful things, such as he warned you, this okay guy, Al, yeah, he was a good guy, real good. He said, a negative person will always find a problem for every solution. He'll put pollution to the solution, you see? No, the world isn't that way. He is, but he will generalize. The 12, unique traits of the guy, the characteristics are in this book of that kind of guy. You get that little course under your belt, free online, from that book. Handling sources of suppression. Sub means below, like a submarine. Suppress. Press means to push. Push below, squash you to make less of you, to make you feel uncertain, about your reaching for the fancied. Imagine protection of the suppressor. Oh my God, if you're this strong now, holy crap, what'll happen if you're better? So there's that small percent. I give a rat's butt, but you know what? I've had those. All of us have been linked to one. 20, have been. 20% are, and in the future will be. No way. Just get this cleaned up first. Get your deck cleared. Somebody, if you have this under your belt, you can take that little free course online. Google Scientology free courses online. Handling sources of suppression. Look at some of the other courses too. They're free. You know what? Somebody tries to mess with you, they'll see that look in your eye and they'll crumble. I'm not joking. Single mom trying to put food on the table, I got you. I got you, young girl. I got you. They won't mess with you. Navigating which guy to go out with and this or that, or anybody, At work, somebody's a jerk, or messing with your business, or your job, or at school, or at home, whatever, right? I can tell you. I can tell you. I can tell you. Yeah, Tom Cruise kind of jumped ugly on little Matt Lauer there on the Today Show. Oh, you guys thought he's goofy back then? Well, where's Matt Lauer? I knew him. Tom handled him better than I did, not implying I'm in Tom's league or anything. Oh my God. But in the Hamptons, one day having a little talk with Matt at a dinner, I validated the guy because, Matt, you're very able. You'd be good at anything, a lawyer, whatever. He said, thank you very much. Also, he's a workout guy. He's a beast. Yeah. There was some dinner way out in the Hamptons that the in-house lawyer for NBC was putting on. Funny guy's about 50-ish, about 5'5", 5'4", 5'5", with yellow hair. Did his hair yellow. Yeah, funny guy. Old farmhouse, about an acre or two of yard. At night, he's got these hardwood trees and a spotlight on each with a picture of Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. He's having fun. That was the reason for the dinner. As usual, I'm the only token goy, not Jewish, but a friend of mine invited me to that thing, and I like Matt. Tom Cruise jumped ugly on the guy. Right it's the peak of Tom's career. It was a trap. Matt wanted to trap Tom into coming on and butt hump him on Scientology. Really? By saying, hey, Tom, you're saying that Brooke Shields is out of line because Brooks is telling women to take psych drugs after childbirth. Postpartum, afterpartum depression. Really? First of all, Tom and Brooke Shields are old friends. They work together. He likes Brooke. But he's telling, and Matt heard about it and thought he'd use it as a little weaponize that. Didn't come out too good. But Tom, some people, they say it works. Tom leans over and says, Matt, you're glib. That means circuit learn, doesn't know, glib typically means a smooth talking BSer, but first preferred definition means doesn't know he doesn't know. Well, you're responsible. Tom leans over and says, Matt, you're glib. Matt, you don't know what you're talking about. I have this question for you guys. Hey, how many lives do you think Tom Cruise saved by telling me? Right after that interview, suddenly the psych drug companies, you know, the drug dealer in white coat, had to put a warning on the jar, danger, caution, do not try and withdraw from these all at once. You can have seizures. Oh, only because Tom spoke up, yeah? You'll have more than that. 1 in 5 of everyone, it's so normalized pop culture. It's 1 in 5 of every one of you and everyone that they know and they know from preteen to age 65 bracket are on or dying trying to get off of psych drugs. A chemical straitjacket, a chemical lobotomy. You don't think so? Even when we were, you know, the mass shooters were in the news a lot until the Trump stuff, and now they're coming back a little, you know. So for every one of those, we're on or dying trying to get off of psych drugs. See the picture of the shooter? See the guy? There he is. See that? No, that's not the shooter. It's called the guy in the background, the drug dealer in the white coats. What's up? Check the website for your sake. It's so big, it's bad, guys. CCHR, Citizens Commission on Human Rights. They're 51 years old, yeah. Non-profit, yeah. Founded by a psychiatrist, Dr. Thomas Zaz, S-Z-A-S-E, from Austria. Decent guy. He wrote 2 books. The Myth, you know, the Fallacy of Mental Illness, and the Manufacture of Madness. Guys, when it rains, I get depressed. You got a pill? They have mathematics disorder. Huh? Paraspiders disorder. Jet lag disorder. Being a child disorder. Don't bring that around me. Oh, you won't like that. Well, in the old age, you wouldn't like it. Today, I'm the kinder, gentler old doc. Hold the old, keep the doc, yeah. Now we know how to take care of that, guys. Good news. So Tom, he put the thing to the guy. Yeah. He's a tough kid, Tom Cruise. At the height of his career to let you dildos, dillweed sourdoughs, hacking at him like he's some nut. Where's Matt Lauer, the Harvey Weinstein of the host, you know? The Jeff Epstein of the host. He got caught, you know, whatever, doing some stuff, right? Neat, classy guy. No, he's not. I like him personally. He's a hell of a neat guy. He messed up. He was caving in the souls of his co-hosts. That's what he was doing. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he was doing. But he tried to get you people drugged to die. You know, remember the opioids, what kind of a throw you off the scent deal? It's called painkillers. Millions of addicts, just finishing this for a moment, millions of addicts for billions in profits. Customers over cures. 70,000 people a year died, but millions are addicts, right? Psychiatric drugs, 80,000 a year die. Did you know this? I didn't know it. What am I? An encyclopedia? More people have died, check it out, in mental hospitals than in all the wars the U.S. has been involved in. What's up? No, those aren't old people homes. What's up? No, they don't need to send old people to those. No, they have them in the nursing home. They dope them so they lose their appetite, so there's less corporate cost for food. What? Big flap today in the, was it in the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times? Big flap on killing people in nursing homes. Giving them this psychotropic drug for psychotics, Haldol. It's bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, check it out. Oh my God, guy kept getting sick with this, sick with that, sick with this. The leg got cut off, everything, and then died. Yeah. And the family wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Joe Biden. Let me that was just a reminder of psychiatry, because it's 1 in 5 of you that's being humped by the devil there. Yeah. It's so normalized as pop culture. Stand up and get responsible. Decent doctor, you know, psychiatrists, decent guys. They don't have a product like this Hubbard, but they're decent. They've come forth and they're on video on the CCHR website. Yeah, telling you, what? Those psychiatrists over there, they invent those disorders in their mind to get the insurance money. And when that runs out, the guy's down the street, both an addict, insurance, we all fit, addict, and believing bipolar, or the do, or the da, or the alarm clock, or, you know, yeah. They just said they make it up. Psychiatrists, go check the website. Decent people with a heart, a soul, a pulse, and an IQ. Decent people. Yeah. Chris Barden, this kind of a sweet, weepy, tall, slim lawyer guy, a white honky, you know. He's on the panel, one of the lawyers. Check it out, CCHR. Chris Barden, you know, from Minneapolis. Yeah, he's a Harvard doctor. He's a doctor in psychology at Harvard. And then he's a Harvard lawyer. He got the doctorate in psychology so he could put it back up their butt. He just got the first major court verdict that psychiatry is junk science. Before that, he got the first court victory against false memory implants. Yeah, implants. They got people to go out and kill people. They implant things. Yeah, go check it out. Go easy. But I'm only doing this because 1 in 5 of you are obeying. Oh, my shrink. Really? That's real responsible. Yep. Biden pivots correctly. Yep. So what does Scientology have to do with the scene in Washington? Well, actually, Reagan was involved. He and Hubbard were old buddies. And someone began working with Reagan a little in 1980, and then in 88. That would be me. Just to help him out. And then Bush 41, just before the elections in 88, Reagan was leaving and Bush come in. Said some things out of this book. He quoted some things out of this book that Hubbard wrote. Some real practical things. Yeah, I told people he would, and he went and did. Had a little talk with them. That brings up a point today. You're not going to believe this. I told people I'd get them to do that. I have a question. Please, you're going to tell me that you haven't told people you would do things, or told people you'll get someone to do things and done them? You haven't done that? You might think, well, not in that league. Really? Is any league not a league? Huh? What? Cause is cause. That was your pick, your choice then. Hey, some people are mechanics. Boy, I'm grateful. They know a lot. Some have a store. I'm grateful. We can buy food and gasoline and, cell phones. Some run tech companies. I'm grateful. That's how we can talk. Mark Zuckerberg and his incredibly beautiful wife, Dr. Priscilla Shannon. They're almost Mount Rushmore types and the Google voice. We can talk because of them. We can look each other up and chat because of them and some others, and Bill Gates and the other apps and so forth. Yeah. Reconnect. Not connect, reconnect. So Scientology is a funny thing. God darn, there's such a desperation to demonize the thing. I got no desperation to demonize anything. If it weren't for what Hubbard, he discovered some stuff. Discovered some things and wrote them up and gifted them. He doesn't need them. They're for you. So there is a connection. No, not because Biden is, or said he was, or knows he is a Scientologist. No. Nor Bush. No. Nor some friends of mine. Nor is Jamie's husband. Pretty good guy. Jamie's a Scientologist. He's ex-naval officer, Annapolis grad, good corporate bio, decent guy, Yeah. Real neat guy. Yeah, real able guy. Yeah, he likes the stuff. And Jamie's daughters are involved in it. Yeah. They're a second marriage. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Well, I don't know. Just an example. I have plenty of people I know I'm involved with. They are not Scientologists. I just like people. So Biden pivots correctly. We're gonna label this tape something. We label them afterwards. Yeah. And what does Scientology have to do with Washington D.C. or your life? Told you we're doing two things, and they are being done. Wait a minute. You've never said something will be done and it got done? Well, here it is. I didn't know this, so don't go picking on me. Everything that's ever occurred for you, me, we, they, us, them, there, all, everything that occurred, one decided before. Yeah. Well, so what? They knew it or they didn't know it. Don't bother to think and figure and don't analyze. Just they're doing things, but that's how they do them. That's how anything got done. Everything done is a postulate. When you post something, you put it there, right? And then the word postulate is a verb, to post it. Okay? No, a postulate is a posting. That's a noun. To postulate is a verb, right? All things were an idea. I'm giving you my takeaway, the verbal data from this guy, Hubbard. Yeah. I'm just a customer, buy a book, take a class, or get some of the counseling. You only have to do it once. It's all gone. The collection of, oh my God, wait till you find out, stuff is only handled once. It's gone. Now you can start all over. I don't want to tell you how long it took to build that up. No, you go find out. It's your stuff. Don't blame us. And by the way, I'm not making representation to them. I'm just telling you they're okay. They don't know we're giving this talk, obviously. I didn't know. Who could plan this? No, we're talking, to you guys at the water cooler at the office in the coffee room here. So the fact is, so we're making some declares. A postulate is to declare about, for, or toward something. That something will occur. A being creates you by postulating. We told you the India guys. The India guys are funny. They just had something that wasn't lost through time with layers of life, certain things, and maybe we have some they didn't keep. Okay. So the commoner in India, yeah, he sits by the road or something with his feet crossed, dirt road. No, these aren't magicians. They're just, they're bored, and he'll just look at a piece of rope and decide it'll go up, and up she goes. You've seen this. It's common. Go over there to see it. No. Anybody. What do they care? They don't know. Right? They didn't use a physical thing to move the rope. A physical thing. One more Buddha. Buddha's a sound bite. We're going to bridge the gap for you guys here. Buddha is a sound bite. Buddha's Gautama Siddhartha, chubby little guy, right? Did one thing for the common people. I was jealous of this. It never happened to me, guys. I'm slow. I was old. I'm slow. He got the common guy to be outside of his body a few feet looking at it. What? I'm not that? I'm not a thing. My God, I can't die. Jesus. That, people, is a big thing to become, right? No, it isn't a big thing to become. You didn't become anything. You were already. He just got you to do it again, to be out. But he didn't have the unpeel the life layers things that this guy has, Hubbard. That you can have. He's gone. He gave it. He's gone. So therefore, people snap back in. So it got people to be outside and know that they aren't something. India rope trick. I used to call it the India rope trick, but it's not a trick. No, there are tricks. That ain't a trick. They all can do it. Well, you have to beg them and ask them. Maybe they can make the lawnmower move too. I don't know. You make bodies move. Here's what I mean. So if they can cause a rope to go up or something, ropes, without using a physical thing like a body, right? So they just decided to have that thing go up. You and I, well, we're second best. What do? We have we as a non-physical thing, like the India guy, and the guy Buddha got to the outside the body. We maybe we're moving. We get lost and we're not told this. But hang on. We're going to get you out of the damn thing. We, a non-physical thing, get the body to do stuff, but we think we're the body. Yeah. Well, watch this. Have you ever thought of someone and the phone rings? It's them. Don't blame me. You said so. I mean, I hear it from you guys, right? Well, how is that? A being, not a body, was thinking about another being, and they were talking, thinking, whatever. I don't know. One called because of this or that. I don't know, but it happened. Things don't just happen. They're intended. Someone knew you're thinking about them, and they called. Or you were thinking of them and got them to want to call. I don't know. You tell me. You can find out without being told or asked to believe. So, you're getting it like the Indian guy. He got a rope to go whoop. I don't know if it fell down after. I don't know. It's one of the, some do hopscotch and jacks and ball and, I don't know if they do. They might think their hopscotch is good. Kind of neat. Doing the shuffle, I like that. It's just neat. The little Chinese kid, he's 2 or 3 doing the shuffle, leading the group. Holy cow, Kind of neat. So we're moving a body. We as a non-physical thing move a body. But we don't realize that's what's going on. Yeah, we cause it to go to the car, turn the key, and go to the store. If you think you're a body, I'll tell you what. You don't go to the store for a couple of weeks and don't get food and water, the body doesn't work anymore. It's over, right? But you're there. When a person dies and the body dies, they're still living. Yeah, I mean, it's the story of a guy who commits suicide today. He's born tomorrow with today's problems, right? Anybody who dies today is born tomorrow with today's problems, not you. We're going to show you how to unshovel it. Yeah. Again, guys, Jesus, I was eager, looking, hunting, always thought, geez, something, I was looking for something. And a guy at Harvard, these are Harvard colors, told the girl, and the girl told me. It wasn't part of it, but it was told on campus. They had a Scientology center, I think, in Cambridge at the time. I don't know. I wasn't there then. I went back later, in 1980. Heather, I met in 1969, October. She told me about this. She'd been out of Harvard a couple of years, whatever. She was a preppy, real nice. Thanks, Heather. So, the fastest growing religion in the world is Scientology. No, it's not a religion. No, not that. No, no, no. It's only called a religion because of the oldest and truest definition going way, way back that addresses you as a being rather than a body. It doesn't introduce beliefs or cancel anything. It's a philosophy, which means pursuit of knowledge or truth or the love for it, right? But it's an applied philosophy, a method, see? And it's applied religious philosophy because it addresses you as a being. That's what it is. They only got one thing. They have only one thing. That's it. All they can do is enable you to find out things that you already know. They don't know what you know. I don't know how your day went. What's this all about? Or Kim or some doctor? What? You know how your day went. Comet and all the others. The happy ones, the butterflies and puppies and going fishing and that, and the romance, those are neat, and you recall those. But there's some beneath your awareness level packed down from whenever. Don't give me the whenever, it's yours. Those are trouble. And that's why people that you know are decent and normal then go do some odd thing, or some chronically do, some more, some less, right? You've always known them all your life to do decent things, and then they're doing something not so good. Like I saw Trump in these earlier interviews every 4 years. Wow, he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah. They kept saying every 4 years they'd asked a bunch of guys, Smith, okay, you're gonna run, and Tim Russert on the show, Meet the Press. All right, Smith, how about you? You're gonna run? Oh, I don't know. Next, how about you, Trump? You're gonna run? Nah. Well, if you were to run, what would be a key issue? Well, he says there's something no one talks about. What's that? Nukes. Having a planet is above all this other gibber. You should hear those talks. It was Google for the YouTube. Before the election, during the campaigns, if you see these videos, you'll see, if you see these interviews, you'll see why Trump will win. The way he was back then and pretty much all the way through, and then whatever, like Rudy Giuliani, my God, he went from whatever you thought, you're right, I know him, to doing, compromising like Bill Barr, like all of us. We slid down a little, some more, some less, some this or that. Maybe not us, but So, I'm just telling you now that the 4 parts, I'm just telling, I should stick with one and explain it in detail. Well, we told them all in detail. It takes an hour. Yeah. But Biden's pivoting to tweak and perfect. He's already not bad on the tax thing. No. It was already lowered. Reagan took it from 90% for the high income. No, not billionaire asset trap. No, income, like a couple $100,000, $300,000, whatever the top income bracket was. 90%. It wasn't the more you make, the more you tax. No, it was the more you make, the greater percent you tax. So you didn't have an incentive anymore to work. The hell with it. He took it down to 45. Yeah. Young Bush down to 39.5 and Trump 37, right? But Trump said, get rid of the whole doggone thing. Get rid of the IRS and have a sales tax. No, not a flat tax of income. Get rid of the IRS. Get all your money. All of it. And the little guy, he pays more. He pays 24% or so, but he's paying others because it's taken out of a check, whatever. Others don't even pay some. They're forced to deduct this evil over-taxation. Oh, there's abusers. I got all that. The media will tell you about people that are the exceptions. Most like to pay. I mean, most pay there for sure. They don't like to. So, the leading cause of a failing national prosperity, words of Hubbard here, is the personal income tax agency, for it runs a vicious can't-have on people. They can't have things, and thus they in turn run the can't-have on themselves. And that's the main cause of inflation. Get rid of the thing. Trump! He didn't get a Scientology. Trump says he likes Scientologists. He has some he knows he likes it. He doesn't know what it is. If he did, he wouldn't have lost the election. He and his group got Biden elected. So Biden's going from, 37 to 39 and a half. Okay? Just a little bit. And capital gains from like 25 to 28. He's not going crazy. And he'll tweak it, and it'll all be gone because he will be doing this fair tax. Look it up. 13% of what you buy until the national debt goes to 0, and then it's 10%, but only what you buy. Hey, the rich guy, hell, he pays $100,000 for a car, pays $10,000 taxes, right? You pay $30,000 for a car, and you pay $3,000. He pays 3 times what you pay, and you both have nice new cars on warranty. Yeah, and the national debt will get down to zero. Yeah, don't worry about Biden borrowing now and, stuff like this, as even the Trump people had to. Yeah, that'll all be gone. Oh, people try and jerk it and jerk it and jerk it and work it and say all this and all that crap. No, crap always talks. Shoot them out. Listen to Einstein. A negative person will always find a problem for every solution, and there's your best one. And the little guy has all this money. All of it. I'm sitting on the pot so I can buy more. When he buys more jobs, manufacturing, the economy booms. And all the other countries go boom. Biden will do it. I just told you that. So don't mess with it, okay? The international city. The genius of no more nukes, no more roads. Take the capital of, this is from Hubbard, Google Hubbard's international city. Take the capital of every country and put it into one city. Kind of like the UN, right? City, right? They can take turns. Then they're together, and the leaders never shoot anyway. No, like in Congress, they don't shoot. No, the leaders don't shoot. Just their countries shoot from a distance. Yeah, and that's the reason. With a distance, Hubbard pointed this out. It's simple, a truth. There's a vacuum, an empty, and there's a lack of communication. So there's no reality. So there's no affinity. And it's human nature to always dub in the worst. Get them together, none more. And then, while that's holding peace, like Biden just pulled off in Afghanistan, oh God, did he? He didn't do that in Afghanistan, the withdrawal. He said no more of that anywhere, that military might to cause a regime change. Translation. Our congressman taking bribes for billions to the bomb makers or whoever to help someone. We go over there to help someone in the Middle East or something, stealing others' oil. Oh, come on. Shoplifting, come on. It's over. For everywhere. But we're going to show you how he's going to get that done. Okay? So, no more tax coming up. And until then, he's not bad. No, by God, he's not going to 90 like they had before. No. And then the international city, no more nukes. And then immigration, we told you that's being solved. Yeah, being solved. Those people escaping from something that we created. We created the cartels. I'm not giving a theory. We told you we went in and bombed Central America in '54 and ever since. Because we didn't like their new democratically elected leader, but he was too soft in communism. Well, boy, give me that. I'm a Marine. I was a platoon leader. I was in the Marine Olympics. And a Harvard dropout or something, too. 2 and 2's 4. Castro wouldn't have liked me. Believe me. He wouldn't like me. Cubans didn't kill Cubans. Castro did if you didn't like communism. Really? Come on, let's talk. Let's go. Yeah. If those Navy SEALs do something good, the guy will come around. Pain management. No. There's a way to talk to a person, and then they don't do it anymore. I'm telling you, roll it back and it all blows. Roll it back to before they were doing it, and the junk later on, the lies, blow. The truth is before he was doing that, and then to get him to see it, yeah, we can talk to the guy. His brother Raul's still around, but who's ever there? Those guys. So immigration, they're escaping something we created. We went in, blew the Central America up, withdrew, there's a vacuum, voila. The cartels are born, voila, V-O-I-L-A, that fancy word meaning, they're born. Yeah. And we've gone in ever since. So that woman that walks, takes her kids for a walk, I'm into fresh air, call me silly. She walks, goes for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 miles knowing she might die. So many have no food, no water. Because to stay, had he raped her, killed her husband, and said, hey, scum. We'll be back in a couple days. We're going to take that little scum brat boy of yours, or you're dead too. She goes. We created the people killing her, raped her, killed her husband. What? She has a legal asylum to come in and pick lettuce. We owe it. We have 330 million people. What's a few thousand of those? Workers. Wow. And they should do more than that. Don't treat them bad. But his little Nazi, Trump's little boys, poor little Stephen Miller. Oh my God. He'd give her a false arrest, got a criminal record, dump her out in the desert at night, and the rats munch on her, and she gets raped and stuff. She's not from Mexico. They rape she and her little boys and kids. Oh, they did some of that, some of them. But they yanked them away from their parents to cave them in to make it undesirable. Really? Was he president? Oh, Trump wasn't aware of him. Trump left what he was doing and came back to Washington for the wedding of this guy. Trump lost because of those guys. Not Trump, those guys. So immigration. Yeah, thank you. The U.S. is underpopulated. The planet with 7.3 billion people is nearly empty. Empty. The U.S., look at the map. On this side, you're looking at this side, that's the East Coast. Oh, it's got some people. One of those color maps, right? On the West Coast, some. The middle, empty. 2/3, 3/4, all green and mountains and prairies and pastures and deserts and woodsy and all this stuff. What the hell are you talking about? No, they work for 3 cents a year. These human trafficker companies, that's what I call them, that hiring. But collectively, they create billions of dollars in tax money for you lying sacks of food, calling them a meal ticket for 65 years, calling them dirty brown. They're the most beautiful brown eyes. Souls that have color, guys. Watch the karma. Watch the seeds are sowing. So, immigration, taxes, international city, no more wars. And you. You said we'd do things, handle you, that you didn't know need to handle. You might think so. And that's so. We're going to make sure you will be getting this. We have a little way, little bird told me, to let you know that available will be to unpeel life's layers. Now, some people are, psychiatry, the big pharma. Remember, they lied. Opioids, Opioids throw you off the scent. Painkillers, millions of addicts, billions of profits. Customers over cures, doctors lie. No, doctors don't lie. Those did. I go to the doctor who fixes my arm. He's no liar. He's my friend. But they lied. Only 70,000 died a year. 400,000 just in the last few years. Yeah. No, but millions of addicts still out there. So they're lying about this. They sponsor some girl, some ex-actress to go on some independent TV and say, oh, I was in Scientology and I don't know, and it wasn't so good. After a few years later, God, how smart, dumber he was. No good. Why so long? She was a great proponent of it. She liked it. But she had a little ethics matter, a little something. They don't give a darn, but handle it. She didn't, and that's why she'd move. There's an issue called leaves and leaving. To leave, leaves. All sudden departures, desires to blow, stem only from the condition of someone having their own little, fuss they didn't report. And they'll blow. Little Johnny runs outside and tells his playmates what a jerk his mom is, right? Leaving out the part about hands in the cookie jar, right? So that when his playmates find out about Johnny had his hands in the cookie jar, well, it doesn't matter. His mom's an old jerk anyway, right? Unless they told their mom. So that's called I'm lessening the importance of mom to make less important what I've done to mom. It does not make Johnny bad, no. But, you see? So this woman is making less important Scientology to make less important what she did. She was dealing drugs at the same time. I'm absolutely sure she wasn't doing that. But she was doing something that she considers pretty bad to leave, to do society a favor and leave. But they got taken off the air for harming you. And I told you, someone once asked me, so you're into Scientology? What? You don't get into Scientology. You can't get into it. No. It gets you other things that you didn't know you're into if you want to, and they got the how-to and the can-do, what's up, see. So that's it. Thought I'd tell you, those things are being handled. The wars? No. He did it on his own. He said, no, he didn't pull out Afghanistan and the Iraq deal after 20 years, $2 trillion and all those hundreds of thousands killed, and whoops, there were no weapons of mass destruction. No. He said no more American military might used to cause regime change elsewhere, anywhere. But it wasn't done. But we told you yesterday on the 12th and the day before, it's done. Got a little plan. We had some things in motion, guys, before he was elected. Frankly, before Trump was elected. But, some little things, irresponsible things, so things weren't done. You wouldn't be locked down with this pandemic. You wouldn't be locked down. No. No. Mm-mm. Tell you in a second. So there's two things: handling the government, your local, city, county, state, and then federal, right? That has to be handled. Bless the people there. Biden did a super thing. Beyond God. I'm not a Democrat. No, Biden is not a Democrat. He's not a politician. You can't do that kind of stuff. Oh man, he's Biden. He's Joe Biden. His wife, Miss America, with the most beautiful heart and soul. Unbelievable, Jill Biden. My heart pounds. What a beautiful thing. God. So, the COVID, we told you. Went to a hospital the other day. Big one in the Palm Beach area. That's a big, fancy, multi-story thing with a big multi-story parking ramp. And oh my God. What do you know to say hi to someone? In the emergency room to visit someone I know there. Jammed! More than a 3-hour wait suddenly because of the Delta Gamma, popcorn cookie thing, whatever it was, a month before. Packed all of them and over a 3-hour wait. Set up a few minutes. Remember the number 3 hours, right? So here's this guy that I know. He's the one that shouts at you when you walk in. Put your mask on. No, you can't be here. You just gave them a ride. You go. You're garbage. Get out of here. No. Hey. Go wait in your car, swine. And he says to me, what the hell are these people doing here? Why are they in a hospital? Remember I said 3 hours watch. Why are they in a hospital? There's nothing wrong with them. A cold mold, old gold mold. He may have a little flu. I don't know. Do you know how? Do you know why? You know that? It's more than a 3-hour wait. They're just sitting there shooting the bull. Look, can't they just sit and shoot the bull at home? It's fraud. They were petrified, terrified, tormented, terrorized to show up, thinking they might die from cock-a-doodle-doo, see? People, he said it. He's the intake guy. Please, want to go see him? Yeah. He's the crabby guy that's got to be there. He's forced to insult you people. So getting people, healthy people, to be afraid of healthy people. And big gun doctors, what happened to the flu, the 24-hour flu, the swine flu, the bird flu, the H1, the N1, the Mars, SARS, Venus, Jupiter, the moon, the sun flu, Sun Young, Jaffa flu, Sun Tzu, the author, Sun Tzu flu, yeah, Iowa flu, Kansas, yeah, Kansas flu, I like that. So you can find out, we told you, just Google, what are there, tens, or is it thousands, or is it hundreds of thousands of doctors that are pulling their hair out? They aren't allowed a microphone. Some of them have come up. They're not trying to, are they fighting science? No, they're the science. They're trying to get you out of trouble. They're not trying to sell anything. They're busy and yank them out of their office. Telling you guys. Anyway, I don't mind, but Goldman Sachs, the big banker in Wall Street, just announced, that recovery it was well underway from the first lockdown. It's over. Another one. Another economic shutdown. The misinfodemic has a virus of starvation. I was just at the hospital. Front lines, boots on the ground. What are they doing there? And then the press say, they're full, the hot doctors overworked. From interviewing these people. Well, what for? So, I'm just telling you a little secret. I'm barking a little, gabbing a little, chatting a little, chop it up and mop it up, Why? Why can I? Well, I'm just here to help. They call it a live stream, although we're not driving. There's other guys, you see them driving while they're talking to you. We're parked at Palm Beach. You might say, a little bird told me that these 4 or 5 points are all, they've always been underway. That fair tax is not new. And the immigration thing got that moving. Now, you'll see. Yeah. And then the thing in the Ben and Jerry deal, that's a Mount Rushmore kind of thing. They said no more in occupied Palestine. And all the others will do that too. Because before that, the evil stopped bribing our billions to kill people right in front of the Ben and Jerry's ice cream people, you know. No, before that, guess who was there? Everybody was there. Jews, Shmoos, Goos, Arabs, Muslims, Islams, Iowa, Massachusetts, Nebraska, Lutherans, Catholics, Moonies, Hare Krishna, Church of the Later On guys, I don't know. Let's start them all again. They all live there. They all live here in the U.S., but no one hijacked it. You see? It's not occupied. Oh, roar. Sort of a little, but, you know. So that's it, guys. I mean, listen to... So there's a massive global demonstration. The global court of public opinion. You know, the new sheriff in town called the internet. All these countries, all these cities, massive global demonstrations about we being the most filthy, low-class, scum-sucking piece of dog poo, and I just degraded those terms, forgive me, correctly viewed by the globe. No, Joe Biden reversed that. No more of this weaponized crap. And Ben and Jerry's did the handling. He did the Joe Biden on so far on. So Joe can catch up. Give him a minute. He's busy. So he can catch up and do the Ben and Jerry. Ben and Jerry's, you know, the largest ice cream maker in the world, 810 million or so in sales. Have a plant in occupied Palestine. That's what they call it. No more. We're not any part of American dollars or Norway's dollars. They don't care. Used to murder people because the Bible said they can. Take it. Well, if it's theirs, how come they had to go take it? They were there before. Everybody was. Everybody's here in the U.S. And they all came from those other countries. And no one owns the U.S. now. Broken down into states and cities, and it's all okay. Getting better, guys. So I'm here to tell you a little boldly, well, I'm kind of whispering compared to what's coming up. It'll be a gradient, you know, gradual enough, a proper gradient, so it won't be an overwhelm. But there's some, you know, times are changing. Yeah, global demonstrations against the very thing Ben and Jerry says no more. And they got attacked. They're Jews, and they got attacked for being anti-Semite. What's that, anti-cement concrete? What kind of a caca sling, throw you off the scent, stink, stench, caca, crotch rot, kill the Jews? That's what it does, is kill Jews. They call them anti-Semite when they're saying they're anti-murder. That gets Jews attacked unfairly. Jews and the rabbis are over there holding up signs saying, no, we're not part of this. We're not, you know, Zionism isn't Judaism. That is the flashpoint of the planet. Ben and Jerry's, Jews. What's Biden? I don't know. He's the president. I guess he's Catholic. His wife's a Jew. I don't know. I thought she's Miss America with a heart and soul so beautiful. I have difficulty confronting that person the way she talks. Check Vogue magazine cover story just a little while ago. Look at her picture on the cover. Posing. Why would she have to pose? Look at her. Holy cow. Listen to what she says inside. No, not someone says. She says. Look what she says. There's no politics or crap or cop or DC. No. Some things weren't right and we got to fix them. You tell me. She's a Ben and Jerry. Yeah. Somali pirates aren't Somalis. They're pirates. Catholics and priests didn't molest little boys. Molesters did. We didn't shut down the Catholic Church. No, they didn't act soon enough. I got that. You know, Jews didn't kill Jews. Hitler did, right? He's a Jew. His name was Schicklgruber, right? No, he wasn't a Jew. He was an asshole killer. Sorry I couldn't be there. He would not like me. Trust me. He would actually like me because I'd get him free because of all this big line we've been telling you, a discovery by this Hubbard. By the way, why should someone else have to discover about you or me? We're all good to start with, basically. How can you be bad before you decide to be, right? And so, you know, why feel guilty about something you haven't done? How can you be born in sin or whatever the hell it is? But as we go through time, we collect things, and some, you know, that we've done, and maybe we haven't agreed with them, so those are piling on, and we will stop ourselves. Karma is a self-inflicted, a self-arranged stop to stop the self from further harming others. And we forget we did the stop, injury, accident, and we say, woe is me, you know? We forget we did that. It's proof we're good. Hitler, before he ever did this crazy, somebody's little brother, son, he was fine, but he got lost along the way. Oh, that's not a light thing, but he was somebody's brother or son. He was not born evil, no. He's not evil underneath, but his actions, like other things, when they show the pictures of the Holocaust, people in cages, starving, just bones left, that's okay. Yeah. They're saying, even Jewish professors are saying that's exactly what they are doing now to Palestinians. They're making others get what they got. Reality, don't talk to me, go see. Every nation on the planet is protesting. Huge. They don't like it. And watch out, because a global court of public opinion, George Floyd, knee in the neck, no wiggle room. We just killed 200 new George Floyds recently when we did the bombing over there, right? Remember? Yeah? Killing all those people. Saying, oh, those little babies were evil because they had a pet rabbit or something, or hiding some guy. Oh, how can a little girl hide a guy anyway? Oh, yeah, I see, because the weather was funny. So the one father, he wanted to hold a funeral for his little girl, but he didn't have enough body parts. And there weren't any other guys' body parts with her. I don't know what's this stuff. They're bombing. Right now, as we talk, 13th of September and the 12th of September, 2020, we are bombing. Our dollars bombing in Gaza. Ben and Jerry said no more. So they get out a week before the latest bombings. They're going on all the time. Listen, let me tell you something. If you love 9/11, well, you can have it. How do you think you got that? Something you're doing, stealing from people, or I don't know what you're doing, but you did something. That's what you were doing. That's what got you to 9/11. A new wrong, yeah. Terroristic in nature, yeah, but it happened to us in Italy, Japan, or the Eskimos. This recent totally big crock of crap. Oh, the FBI, they released some FBI reports on, oh God, the Arabs knew about the Arab population in the U.S., knew about those hijackers. They helped them and gave them places to live and go to school. Arabs would help Arabs coming to the U.S., yeah. But you're saying that's proof that they knew they're hijackers? Really? Boy, when I was in the military, people were a little smarter than that. Yeah, a little bit smarter than that. Let's see if I can find that article. Yeah. I just saw that marvelous bit of crap. That's, see, they're trying to black PR Arabs. But you realize, just to help you out now, because it's all over, Biden took us out. And then the Republican guys, oh my God, and the ex-military and congressmen and some Navy SEALs say, Biden has blood in his hands for not letting us get more blood in our hands. I see, 20 years, $2 trillion. All those people killed. Bush came up afterwards, said there were no weapons of mass destruction, collateral damage. Yeah. So Biden said no more blood on our hands, It wasn't a perfect. I'm surprised they did it that smoothly. 123,000, whatever, the airlifting. No, the Americans would do it. The Taliban to Americans, even Steven, 50-50, got them out, worked together, shoulder to shoulder, and boy, they sure made us think that it was a crisis because we got to be around those bad guys. No, you're the bad guy making bad guys, yeah. You're the baby killer. I was a Marine, guys. Platoon leader, Marine Olympics, been to Cuba, senior caca. Why didn't you get Cuba? Free the people, right? Instead of lock up innocent people that are suspects in the prisons in Cuba. Get Mulvey, right? Why not? Yeah. No, Biden got you out of the last 20 years of killing victims. Because 50 years before that, we were murdering them, and then the 52, they blew us up on 9/11 a little bit, right? So we go and blow them up again, saying, we'll get those people that did that. His own guys, Biden's had to sling a crock of crap to you, saying, yeah, look, we did it for 20 years. We got the people that did 9/11 and got Osama bin Laden. You didn't get caca. You didn't get yourself yet. No. You got yourself 9/11. You killed people for 50 years over there. You know, the Wag the Dog, the movie, you know, you let the bomb makers give some campaign money to the congressman to vote billions, 17 billion a year for that. Just for the one in occupied Palestine. To go in and blow up places to steal their oil. Our partners over there, yeah. Yeah. You see, and when they finally whack us on 9/11, hey, we're tired of you. After 50, right? We go and whack them for another 20 years. We didn't get the people who did 9/11, no. Osama bin Laden, no, he's some guy that did, look about, inherited 600 or 800 million, you know, sacrificed, lived in caves as a peaceful protester like Martin Luther King, or who's that guy? Nelson Mandela. No, Obama didn't kill. You're telling us he did. He didn't. Osama bin Laden. He didn't kill those people. No. No. He didn't do 9/11. No. The people we've been killing for 50 years did that, whether he was one of them or not. And then it was made to look like it was Arabs that did it, but they say those are fake passports. Yeah. So whether it's fake passports, and they weren't really Arabs to make it look like Arabs, or they were Arabs correctly hitting us, not Italy, Japan, or the Eskimos. It's all wrong, no more. I'm against it. Me? I'm nothing. Joe Biden is against it. He's not a sissy. He's not soft on crime. No, he told you, you better stop crime. I like Joe Biden. I told him, been a Republican for 130 trillion years, and then for a long time. I'm independent, so I can be honest with me, and then to you. He's no politician. To do that? Suicide. A Democrat? His own people tried to tell him, oh, God, stay in there. Oh, they're bad, the Taliban. No, the Taliban guy, they interviewed Lester Holt, the big guy on NBC. They interviewed Richard Engel, the forever guy over there. And they had to show the actual interview. And another place did the interview of the leader of the Taliban. They actually had to let him talk. Oh, my God, don't tell me the truth. And he said, yeah, hey, we're glad to help you guys. We got you out, you know. We're the new guys, the new Taliban. No, the ISIS are the enemy of the Taliban in the U.S. They blew that airport up the last second. Oh, that leaked out. Yeah, the Taliban didn't blow it up. No, it killed. Oh, our servicemen were killed. 13 up your butt. You've been killing thousands of our servicemen ever since over some fake war that doesn't exist. Trump ran on no more fake wars. No. So the new Taliban guys, yeah, we want to get going and have embassies, you know, offices with you guys. Yeah. Well, how can we dirtbags, you know, dramatizing our own filth, trust you? The way you treat women. Oh, no, no. And notice he didn't say, no, we don't. He said it was wrong that they did that. We're the new guys. We don't do that. It was wrong. And those are our sisters. So that's what he got to say. Like Jill Biden got to say what she said in Vanity Fair magazine. You follow me? I'm glad. Yeah, it's for you. I don't need it. I'm all set. I don't need the body anymore, and I'm free to go grab another one, like I guess we always have. But God, they're starting to last so much longer now. I'm in the Trump-Biden age bracket. The body is, but they're getting younger. Yeah. You know, the fastest growing age bracket is 100 and up. It's only a rocket when it's small, but it's a rocket when. So with logic, the 90s would be second rocket. Wow. Get another one. And we used to say, who the hell want to live to be 85 or 95 or 100 to be feeble? No, they're running marathons, lifting weights. A woman, she turned 100, she's a weightlifter, banging her ass. At age 91, her girlfriend dragged her along to the gym thinking she might do an exercise class. So she was waiting for her girlfriend to talk forever. She said, what's this? Picks up some barbells and dumbbells and then knock them around. Why not? She mows along. What's wrong? What's the problem? There isn't any problem. With what we got going now, there's no problem with Joe Biden. We told you. The rest of the things, he's doing well. And he's doing the pivot. Biden does the pivot. He pivots correctly. And what does Scientology? Well, that's the stuff I've been telling you. He had a knack for Hubbard. He says, some people just have a knack for it. How honest can he be? Not for Scientology, no, for doing the right thing. That's you. But sometimes it doesn't last, or you need a little help. We've all had people to help us at work, at home, school. Okay. Biden. It's over, guys. You're no longer going to have the layers of life, and he's not going to have problems in Washington. It's all tweaking, pivoting properly. We will be back. It's over.